Good morning. Welcome to our conclusion, the conclusion of our great Sanskrit Day celebration. It is World Sanskrit Day nowadays. It was on Thursday or Friday, depending on how you count, but our celebration is concluding today. And our daily mantras with the fire, mantras from Vedas for healing for the whole world and world peace. Agnaye idam namama, Agnaye idam namama, Om Bhuva Swaha, Om Bhuva Swaha, Vayave idam namama, Vayave idam namama, Om Swah Swaha, Om Swah Swaha, Suryaya idam namama, Suryaya idam namama, Om Bhur Bhuva Swah Swaha, Om Bhur Bhuva Swah Swaha, Prajapataye idam namama, Prajapataye idam namama. This was a dedication, physically, mentally, spiritually, from the individual to the universal consciousness and energy, which people call God, but here so many names, different aspects are mentioned. Next is a prayer for wisdom, really. May our intelligence be guided by the light of that supreme consciousness. Om Bhur Bhuvah Swaha Tat Savitur Varenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yo Naha Prachodayado Swaha. Om Bhur Bhuvah Swaha Tat Savitur Varenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yo Naha Prachodayado Swaha. Om Bhur Bhuvah Swaha Tat Savitur Varenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yo Naha Prachodayado Swaha. Next is the mantra that we call the great healing mantra. Healing meaning balancing of the energies, connection with the source, harmonizing inside first, then for others and with others. And Trayambakam Yajamahe, the central prayer in this is, O Lord, be gracious, take us out from all bondage and suffering and all trouble, but gently, just like a fruit when it's ripe is gently released from its bondage. There's a particular fruit famous for that. You can't even see where it was attached. Our Guru was telling us, he knows those things. That Urvarukam fruit. So like that, no damage please. It is a very good prayer. Om Trayambakam Yajamahe Sugandhim Pushtivardhanam Urvarukamiva Bandhanan Mrityor Mukshiyam Amritat Swaha. Om Trayambakam Yajamahe Sugandhim Pushtivardhanam Urvarukamiva Bandhanan Mrityor Mukshiyam Amritat Swaha. Om Trayambakam Yajamahe Sugandhim Pushtivardhanam Urvarukamiva Bandhanan Mrityor Mukshiyam Amritat Swaha. Om Trayambakam Yajamahe Sugandhim Pushtivardhanam Urvarukamiva Bandhanan Mrityor Mukshiyam Amritat Swaha. Om Trayambakam Yajamahe Sugandhim Pushtivardhanam Urvarukamiva Bandhanan Mrityor Mukshiyam Amritat Swaha. Om Namah Shivaya 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 Swaha. Om Namo Bhagavate. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Swaha. Vasudevaya Swaha. Om Namo Bhagavate. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Swaha. Vasudevaya Swaha. Om Namo Bhagavate. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Swaha. Vasudevaya Swaha. Om Namah Chandikayai 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 Swaha. One more. Om Tasmai Shri Gurave Namah Swaha. 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 Suryaya Swaha. Suryaya Swaha. Suryaya Idam Namama. Suryaya Idam Namama. Prajapataye Swaha. Prajapataye Swaha. Prajapataye Idam Namama. Prajapataye Idam Namama. Oh. We'll have a silent meditation, inner silence, and for about 20 minutes, sit so you can relax your body. If you can see the flame of the fire, that's a great meditation. For that purpose, we have to see without moving the eyes, feeling. Transformation is going on, with or without us, always transforming. From lower to higher, flame always comes up again. And the light represents the real light, light of awareness, consciousness. So just to feel, and the inner sound also, inner mantra, connecting with the universal sound. Any method you know that helps you to feel more still inside, use that. Any prayer in any language or beyond language, especially for the happiness of all beings, world peace. Om Shanti. Mantra to the Sadguru. Sad means that which is real, always existing, so that guiding force is always there. Om Brahmanandam Paramasukhadam Kevalam Jnanamurtim Dvandvatitam Gaganasadrisham Tattvamasyadilakshiyam Ekam Nityam Vimalamachalam Sarvadhi Sakshi Bhutam Bhavatitam Trigunarahitam Sadgurum Tam Namami Sadgurum Tam Namami. And the mantra for universal peace, if you see the meaning, it is especially for the environment, and ultimately that ends in us. It begins and ends in us, so that peace must be inside as well as everywhere. It is a suggestion. Mantras are suggestions. Try to feel it. Om Diyahu Shantir Antariksha Gwam Shanti Prithvi Shantir Apa Shantir Oshadhaya Shanti Vanaspataya Shantir Vishvedeva Shantir Brahma Shanti Sarvagvam Shanti Shantireva Shanti Sama Shantireti Om Shanti 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 Om. We like to add a special prayer. This time you keep in your mind anyone you may know that needs support or healing, physically, mentally, spiritually, in any way. And it is not only physical healing, it is psychic, so peace of mind is part of healing, first in healing. You visualize some person or persons and you can actively project your prayer. It does reach. Trayambaka mantra on page 3. Trayambakam yajamahe sugandhim pushtivardhanam Urvarukamiva bandhanan mrityor mukshiyamamritat swaha. Om Trayambakam yajamahe sugandhim pushtivardhanam urvarukamiva bandhanan mrityor mukshiyamamritat swaha. Om Trayambakam yajamahe sugandhim pushtivardhanam urvarukamiva bandhanan mrityor mukshiyamamritat swaha. Om Shanti, Om Shanti, Om Shanti, Om. Om Shanti, Om Shanti, Om Shanti, Om. Thank you very much. For the next 15 minutes or so, I'm feeling to do just with the sound, some mantra that is really a summary of all these prayers or mantras we did just now. I call it the short form of it all, and we probably know it. It's not in the booklet, that's why I'm saying I'll do it just by sound. It's very short, only 3 lines. Generally a verse has 4 lines, as you see everywhere, in Sanskrit anyway. 3 lines. Om Asatoma Asatoma Sadgamaya Sadgamaya. That was 1 line. How many syllables? Asatoma Sadgamaya. 8 syllables. Om is supreme. It is ahead of everything, so that didn't count. Om Asatoma Sadgamaya. Om Asatoma Sadgamaya. 2nd line. Tamasoma Jyotirgamaya. Tamasoma Jyotirgamaya. And Mrityorma Amritam Gamaya. Mrityorma Amritam Gamaya. That word is more difficult to pronounce. The first 2 lines are simple, easy, aren't they? Asatoma, say, Asatoma Sadgamaya. Sadgamaya. Sounds I find are simple, easy to pronounce. Yes or no? Asatoma Sad. Well, the Sanskrit, what we call T in English, has more than 1 form. One is a ta and one is a ta. This is the one where the tongue touches the teeth, back of the teeth. Asatoma. And in English we don't have that habit, of course. We go in between somewhere. Say asatoma, asatoma. Do you feel your tip of tongue touching the back of your teeth? Yes, thank you. Sadgamaya. These are the only T's and D's, D also, that come in this dental. Sadgamaya, Sadgamaya. Then next again dental ta. Tamasoma, Tamasoma. Try. Jyotir, Jyotir Gamaya, Gamaya. Our Guru likes to say it's similar to a zodiac, which is all those lights up there, zodiac signs. Jyoti has something to do with it. Jyoti, light. We'll come to the meaning in a sec. And that difficult word, mrityor, mrityor, ma, amritam, amritam, all dental tas, and r goes somewhere up there in your mouth. Gamaya, gamaya. So which are the identical words in each line? Ma and gamaya. Okay. So gamaya is the driving force, the verb. Something is happening or asked for. Gam is to go and move and all those synonyms. And aya means to make somebody else go. When you add aya, gamaya, doesn't mean going anymore, it means leading the way, making somebody else go, helping somebody else get somewhere. And the at the end is it's a syllable, it's a sound, and it's also an ending with meaning, you know. Please do that for us. It is addressing. It's ultimately the supreme consciousness in all our prayers by the different forms and names, but here no name is given, just you know who you are and I need help. Please lead. And that ma is me. You know, it's just like in English. In the subject form it's I, object form it becomes me. And they don't sound the same. Sanskrit also, I is aham and me is ma. Very similar to English, same language family. So me, whoever that me is, we feel we are somebody. Where is our identity, right? So asato, lead me from some place to where I want to go. So asato is an interesting word. How many syllables? It is straightforward in Sanskrit. You speak and then you write as you speak and you read as is written because it's the same. It's a phonetic system. So how many syllables? Asato? 3. And guess what? There's 4 components in those 3 syllables. They say, you know, science, and I have not studied science this lifetime, but I find my science in the Sanskrit. It is a science too, and it has math, lots of math, in an organic way, you know. So asatoma, asato, one word. O at the end is called an ending. And when something is in front of the verb root, then it's the prefix. This is a Sanskrit weekend, so I feel free to use this time to impress you with Sanskrit, which I didn't create. O is an ending, it's really ah. It indicates here in context, from some place. So from asat. Asat, there is a prefix a, which means negation, not. Like in English, what do you have? Symptomatic, asymptomatic. It's from Greek also. Sanskrit, of course, we believe might have been prior to Greek already, but they have the same structure very much. So a means not when it's in front of something like this. Sat is made of sa, which is left from the root. Everything comes from roots, like a tree, you know. Sa is to be from us, but the a got out. And the at, when you have be and then you add ing, being, that's the at. Sat, being, that which is real. Real means that which really is, not just for a moment, but so sat is that which is permanently being or real, and asat is that which does not last. Whether something lasts for a second or a nanosecond or a fraction thereof, or for a century or a universe time, one universe, it doesn't exist forever. So therefore it's everything's asat. Everything we know is asat. So do we want to stay there? Question. Here's a prayer, please lead us to that which does not change, which is real. Sad Gamaya. So that sad is the opposite. It was there first and then came asad, or whatever was first, I don't know actually. One is sad and one is asad. In us, what is it? Is the body sad or asad? Because it does change, doesn't it? Yes. One day it'll die, fall apart. And the mind, is it Sat or Asat? Thinking, feeling, sensing, perceiving. Senses also are working with the mind. It's all Asat. Anything you see around you, is it Sat or Asat? So what's Sat? You can't see it, you can't think it even, you can't touch it, you can't. So that is the mystery, and all have that mystery. We are both the visible and the invisible, because nobody can see the real me or I cannot see the spirit. If people see spirit or soul, it might be some hallucination, you know. It is not visible by definition. And therefore everything's Asat except I am. Our Guru calls it, make a shortcut, call it I am, in quotes. The I am, expressing what? Somebody is saying or feeling it, consciousness. And am is from the verb, what is the verb for am? To be. English is so irregular here. It should be he bees and you be and I be. No, he is and you are and I am. Don't blame Sanskrit. Sometimes it is irregular too, yes. Irregular forms, unexpected. And you have to deal with them anyway. Like people. Some people are regular. Some people are irregular. Can you change that? Try. It will be violence, you know, sometimes. This change is also there. Anyhow, Asat is that which never stays the same for any amount of time. And we want to feel that inner being. Inside is changeless, outside is changing. That is a good formula. Remember that one. Even the mind is outside to your heart, a soul. I am. Because mind dances around it and up and down and in and out and past, present, future. So, asatoma, asatoma, sadgamaya, sadgamaya. From unreality? Please is understood. I'm adding it so people don't think it's not there inside. Please lead me. And when we all are praying it, then it's us, right? Same thing. But it says me, from unreality to reality. Clearly it means from feeling that I'm the body, which is finite, you know, in that sense not real, to feeling that I am pure spirit, pure consciousness, the self, the I am, inside. And then tamasoma, and you can complete it yourself in English. From darkness lead me to light, thank you. Darkness means when it's dark you can't see anything or you can't know anything. So darkness means ignorance automatically on the psychic plane. And light means enlightenment, yes. What we say, what we call enlightenment, especially about who we are, who am I. They say, of course, all knowledge is secondary to the self-knowledge. First you have to exist and you have to be aware that you exist. Not with language, but even existentially, right? So that is self-knowledge, to feel who we are. We are more than the body, we are more than the thinking mind, we are more than the senses, we are more than this individual consciousness. These teachings, beginning, middle and end, are about that we are all these levels and we are the highest as well. Logically, like space. Suppose the body-mind is a container, a jar, and inside there is space, yes? Is the space different from the space all around? No? Yes? There's only one answer. It's the same. When you have a jar and you open it, whatever air was in there, that gets mixed now, that mingles. but the space is the same. The air is different. So consciousness is the same. It's like space, not like any other element. Consciousness would be the same in the individual, in the cosmic realm, and beyond the cosmos. That's the definition of consciousness here, not just the flux and flow of the thoughts and images. So, asatoma satgamaya, lead me from unreality to reality, from existing in the physical plane only to my supreme consciousness plane, and from darkness to light, especially from ignorance about who we are to enlightenment, that we are one with that source. And finally, mrityor, that is another word, of course made up of more than one piece. All words are made up of something. So mri is the root, mri. You can say mr, you can say mri. Some people say mru, but here we are on the mri side. Mr, can you say mr? To die means to disappear from one place. And of course the teachings are you will reappear in another place, don't worry. But to die means to disappear. Mri. And mri, no, that comes later, sorry. You see, there's an order to things. Mrita means something or somebody that has died. If that somebody you're thinking of is male, then it will be a masculine ending in grammar. If it's female, feminine ending, neuter. And yes, the language is male-dominated also, as English is and most languages, so many languages are. I don't have the statistics. So the masculine gender can be used for all beings. Like in English, man, mankind, you mean men, women, and children, correct? When you say mankind. So we can live with that. As ladies can live with that. I don't know how it would be the other way around if they could live with it. Joke. Amritam is a neuter. So it could have been with different endings, but here it is neuter. Mrityo, from death to immortality. We have to wrap it up. So mrityu, mri is the same root as in amritam. We'll see that. And that I mixed them up. See, did you notice? Did anybody follow my mixing them up? Amritam and mrityu. Thank you. Back to mrityu. I may not know the Panini name for that suffix, but it makes a noun from a verb. To die, to disappear. And that tyu somehow got there, making it the fact of dying. Or yes, mrityu is death, just like in English. Simple word, mrityu, not simple to pronounce. You remember that dental ta? Mrityu, mrityu. Mrityo, the u became o, that's an ending. Again, the same idea, from one place to another. From death. What's the goal coming out of death, where you go to immortality? Amrita. Amrita. A is again not like asat. Sat and asat. Mrityu and amrita. Mr is that root, and ta is somebody or something that has died, and here we are in the neuter. Has died, and then it means amrita, which cannot die. Has not and cannot. So either way. Mrityor amritam. So I think I wanted to give a little bit grammar on this last day, but now we should chant it again. Om Asatoma Toma Sadgamaya Tamasoma tamasoma jyotirgamaya, jyotirgamaya, mrityorma, mrityorma, amritam gamaya, amritam gamaya. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Om.